The backdrop of many major events for the world's largest faiths. This small country has been fought over for thousands of years. Today, it continues to be a place of pilgrimage, not only for the faithful, but for those seeking a one-of-a-kind travel experience. Join us in this two-part adventure through the world's most sacred of places and coming to a fuller understanding of the fascinating cultures that call this place home. My memory of the Holy Land as a young boy has always stayed with me up to now. Back then, the borders may have been different, but I have always dreamt of revisiting this ever-changing place and seeing it in a new perspective. Flying out of Manila to almost any part of the world is made more convenient by Turkish Airlines' daily flights to Istanbul. Impeccable in-flight service, comfort, and thoughtful touches add up to an overall pleasant onboard experience. As you land in the busy transport hub in Istanbul, you will find the same ease and convenience at the Turkish Airlines lounge. With its expansive floor area, there is no jostling for seats in this tastefully decorated lounge. There are all kinds of entertainment imaginable. The killing time is not the issue, but keeping track of time. You won't want to miss your flight. The Turkish Airlines lounge is definitely a destination in itself. I land in Tel Aviv, Israel's second largest city and its commercial capital. Facing the Mediterranean Sea, Tel Aviv is a picture of a young and vibrant city. It used to be a suburb of the more ancient city of Jaffa, a major trading port that has existed for thousands of years. 100 years ago, this whole area was nothing but sand dunes, but the city was born out of a vision. In 1909, a number of Jewish families wanted to move out of the crowded city of Jaffa and purchase 12 acres of sand dunes nearby. They envisioned an ideal city of the future and worked to make the land livable. Today, Tel Aviv is a bustling beach destination with an interesting culinary and cafe culture. I met with my friend Toby, an architect who traces his roots in Israel but has been based in Manila for some time. We were in the heart of Jerusalem, and for an ancient city, they had a well-developed rail system. It was a quick and convenient way to get around the city. We reached the Yad Vashem, or Holocaust Museum, a sprawling complex which not only serves as a commemoration, but also a repository of evidence from this dark chapter in human history.
Joy, during World War II, the Nazis had a policy of extermination in Europe.
Yes.
Where they tried to destroy the Jewish people.
Right.
And they were nearly successful. In fact, by the time the war ended, more than 6 million Jews had been murdered,
Yes.
including 1.5 million children. The nation of Israel constructed this memorial, which is called Yad Vashem.
What does Yad Vashem mean?
Well, literally it means the hand and the name.
Okay.
And it comes from a biblical verse. And it connotes the idea that these are real people with real identities.
Here in the Avenue of the Righteous are names of non-Jews who helped save lives from the concentration camps. Many of the stories are beautifully expressed through architecture, such as this imposing structure.
This is the Tent of Remembrance, and it's a structure that has many symbolic functions. During the Holocaust, the Jews were killed in many places. In fact, over 40,000 sites have been identified. So what we've done here is memorialize some of the more well-known Auschwitz people have heard of, Theresienstadt, to give a sense of place to ground the memory of the Holocaust. We also have an eternal flame to memorialize the memory of the victims. And this also serves as a kind of symbolic communal cemetery.
The structure itself, made from basalt from the Sea of Galilee, is reminiscent of the gas chambers in the concentration camps.
And I understand when visiting diplomats or officers of the different countries would normally come here.
That's correct.
And pay the respects.
That's correct. It's obligatory for diplomatic protocol for visitors and dignitaries because of the tremendous significance to the national consciousness of the Holocaust.
Toby takes me to one of the most moving and most chilling galleries in the complex.
Those structure there is
I believe
not
those
finished. It means what? A child that never had a chance to grow up.
That's correct. 1.5 million children were
I know, that's a lot.
killed in the Holocaust, and the Israeli people felt they had to make a special memorial
Yes.
to make note of that fact.
Entering the cave, you will find yourself in darkness, with the light of a solitary candle reflected by hundreds of mirrors, creating the impression of millions of stars. A symbol of more than 1 million innocent lives taken away. The names of the children, their age and country can be heard in the background.
Moshe Mikulitsky, 12 years old.
It takes about a year to read out all of the 1.5 million names.
Overall, the museum has two purposes, really. One is to memorialize the victims, but also the other one is to broadcast to humanity
Right.
of the types of persecution and evil that human beings can perpetuate against each other, in the hopes that through education we can help ensure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
In a city called Rishon, Lezion, I had a rare chance of meeting a survivor of the Holocaust, Asher Cohen. He recounts his experience as a young boy in Romania during the persecution.
When it begins in 41, I was 4 years old.
Yes.
All the Jews around our village were taken there in small rooms like ghettos. We are not allowed to go out without education, without school, without childhood. I lost my childhood.
But after a miraculous survival, he was able to reunite with his family and move to Israel.
Because Romania is not only the Holocaust. Romania was an anti-Semitic country.
Yeah.
And here,
Well,
in contrast of Romania,
yes.
in contrast what happened that time, the only country might be in the world.
Except
They
that-
decided by governmental decision,
Yes.
by Manuel Lezion, the president, to give visas to thousands, more than 10,000 Jews, come to Philippines and be free from the Nazi horrible regime. And for all the Jews, the gesture of the Philippine people and her president, we cannot forget forever what you have done for the Jewish people in Europe.
I think up to today, the gesture and the feeling is has not changed.
Philippines is a very good friend of Israel. Not only this, you know, in November 1947, the United States decided about the creation of the Jewish land, Israel.
Yeah.
The only country in Asia was the Philippines. Were in favor to establish a Jewish land in Israel.
Today, a monument stands As a reminder of this strong bond between the two nations, called the Open Door Monument, it is made up of 3 door structures, each one symbolizing key points in history.
I want just to express my very, very grateful to the people of the Philippines, what they have done for us, for the Jewish people, as a survivor, Holocaust survivor.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to us also to be able to help and to have very good friends forever.
Thank you.
It is worth noting that Israel also opened up their country to Filipinos, allowing tourists to come here with no need for a visa. Up next, I get into the heart of Israel, its ancient holy city, and learn more about the story of the Jewish people.